Hello everyone, we are a group of FBE undergraduate students. Today we are going to talk about HKU FBE and our individual university life. I'm Chloe Yip.
I'm Louis Zhang.
I'm Matthew Cho.
Next, as an overview, we are going to talk about why choosing FBE and HKU is a life-changing decision. Firstly, FBE provides a lot of enrichment programs such as case competitions and also exchange. Next, Hong Kong U also provide a lot of ECAs for us to join, such as we have sports, cultural, and also academic societies. And we have a lot of opportunities to join it after we get into HKU. And last but not least, HKU and FBE also care a lot about our future career path. It provides a lot of internship opportunities, and also they back us up by having many workshops, such as how to interview or write a good CV. Next, I'm going to pass to Matthew to talk about more about HKU and FBE.
Sure, thanks, Chloe. My name is Matthew, and I'm actually a final year student in BBIS. So in case any one of you doesn't know my major, actually BBIS is a subject that composed of like a business aspect of the degree, and also another part of that is like an engineering aspect is that I also study another major in computer science. So I was admitted by JUPAS in 2016. So next, I'll try to walk you through a little bit about my journey and try to explain a little bit about the reasons why I choose HKU and FBE. So for me, I think HKU is a place that having a very strong historical presence. And secondly, I think compared to other universities, HKU provides students with a lot of freedom and opportunities. For example, many of my friends have a lot of like major and minor combinations that you can fully utilize your time to actually try to learn other domain knowledge. And so in particularly FBE, I think that the atmosphere in FBE is very great, because I think that this is, some of you may think that like FBE is only entertain elites and also the best people in Hong Kong, but indeed it is. But actually, I think FBE is a very inclusive people that I try to provide lots of training and support to all students to let them become the next generation of elites. And in particularly, what I feel in FBE is that I think like the prospect and also the employability of different students are very outstanding compared to other universities. And I think that also in general, HKU students are more presentable, more flexible, and very innovative in the real-time job space. And okay, so after talking about a little bit about FBE and HKU, I'll try to talk about some my university life. So like there are lots of things that I can share within like just a few minutes, but I'll try to like keep it as concise as possible. So the first experience that I would like to share is about my exchange and enrichment. I think like when I talk about travel, everyone would be very excited. So I think exchange study is probably one of the most traditional routine that every HKU student would take. So usually people try to spend like half a year in overseas. So for me, I joined the faculty exchange program to Germany when I was in year 3. So I studied half a year in Technical University of Munich. So I think this is probably the best time that I have in the whole university life, because not only did I get a chance to like actually study in a remote location, but at the same time, I also try to interact with the students and make a lot of foreign friends. And also, apart from like this study part, also the very exciting part is that you have a lot of time to go travel. So you can see like, actually I try to visit lots of countries within like just half a year. And so you can see like here some of my travel footprints to go to different major cities in Europe, in Amsterdam, Rome, and Berlin. This kind of experience is probably the most life-changing one, because they will try to like cultivate you, have a lot of thoughts to your whole life and also about your future. Yeah, so after talking about some of the exchange experience, so the second thing is like another like very typical route that an HKU student would take is going to different competitions. So for me, as I'm coming from a technical major, so that's why I try to join some program with some entrepreneurship experience. So in last summer, I went to Chicago for 10 days to join a program called the Southport University Partnership Program, where I team up with other HKU students to like making some startup ideas and go to Chicago to receive some kind of training. And eventually I got a seed funding from Cyberport to try to kick off my student project. So I think this is probably another thing that I think is probably very memorable in my university life. All right, so going a little bit deeper about like apart from like a typical business experience for a normal HKU student, I'm also very talkative. I'm also concerned about the society. So that's why I was also the captain of the candidates debate team of HKU. So I lead a team of about 20 people, and then we go to different debate competition on behalf of HKU. So very luckily, we got a lot of champions over the years. So I think this is probably another highlights of HKU student that are very talkative and very presentable. And so another part of thing that I could try to share a bit is about my internship experience, because for many HKUs or business students, they go to internship since year one. And for me, as I come from a technical major, so that's why I went to the government EMSD for doing my first internship in year one. So I was doing some kind of software engineering role in the government. But eventually, I found it's not the thing that I really want to do. So that's why I tried to shift a little bit. In year two, I went to China Investment Corporation. So this is another very prestigious Chinese firm. And what I think about the employability of HKU student is that usually Chinese employers like HKU student more than other universities. So that's why very luckily I got an opportunity and take an internship in this firm for my year two summer. So and last summer I also went to another internship at BlackRock. So BlackRock is another asset manager. So I'm managing about $7 trillion US. So they are a very huge company, gathering all the financial experts over the world. So I was I was one of their intern in their 2018 intern classes. So there are 18 people. And I think 4 of them are actually from HKU. So you can see HKU students are actually having very good prospect and performance on getting these kind of internships. And very luckily, after this summer, I got a full-time offer to go back as a graduate analyst next year. So I'm very grateful that HKU has given me lots of opportunities. So I know Louis, you also got some experience to share with us. So maybe this is your turn now.
Thank you, Matthew. Hey guys, my name is Louis Zheng, and I'm a year 2 student studying in business, majoring in business design and innovation. So before I share about my story, maybe I'll just talk a little bit about my background. So this year I'm the co-chairman and co-founder of the Entrepreneur Society in HKU, and also I actually live in St. John's College, which is a residential hall, and I previously studied in Wayang College, Hong Kong. So moving on, about my story, I will mainly divide into 4 parts. First is the reason I chose BDI as my major. Secondly, about my Entrepreneur Society, and then about case competitions, and then about my whole life. So about BDI, why did I actually chose BDI as my major? BDI as in EDI in this year. So why did I chose BDI as my major? Because BDI is a major that actually trains people or equip people with the essential skills or knowledge to become an entrepreneur. So for myself, this actually aligns with my career prospect and aspiration, because I really want to be an entrepreneur. I feel like building up my own startup, building up on my idea, working on my own startup is really, really cool and really, motivating for me. So I actually want to know more about this industry, know more about what skills I have to be equipped so that I can tackle with all the future challenges I will overcome. I will have to overcome in the future. So by joining BDI, I feel like I can learn a lot and I can equip myself with the skills that I need. And also, actually, once you enter the university, you will actually encounter a lot of people. For example, people with different aspirations. People may want to be an iBanker, want to be an asset manager, but very few of them will actually want to be an entrepreneur. So actually, I feel a bit discouraging when I'm hanging out with friends that I cannot share my ideas with, that they actually do not understand what I'm trying to do. So by joining this BDI major, I feel like I can connect with people who actually want to be an entrepreneur. So I can be more motivated and work together, work on the same goal with each other. So I feel like this major will help me a lot in terms of having a community in HKU. Moving on is about my Entrepreneur Society. Of course, I had the same motive. I built this Entrepreneur Society because I really want a community about entrepreneurship. I want to be connected with people who actually want to be an entrepreneur, who wants to build a startup. And also, when I actually found this society, I got really a lot of chances, because I get to reach out to different people. For example, professors, venture capitalists, sponsors, or even potential partnership like ISAC and stuff. So actually, I can dig deep into different industries. I can get insight from different industries about how they work, what they actually want from us. And I feel like this is something that I cannot get from the classroom and cannot get from anywhere else. So I really love this society and I really love this community, and that's why I actually built this entrepreneur society. And then about my case competition experiences, I actually joined a lot of case competitions in my year one life. For example, some about HSBC hackathons, about some classified posts, about some marketing solutions that you have to hand in. So actually for joint case competitions, you can put into the test about the knowledge, about consulting skills, about how to resolve a company problem. So I really feel like case competitions can help us to a large extent because you can upgrade yourself, you can know more about different people, know more about different industry because you have to do a lot of research before you actually submit your own proposal. So for myself, I feel like HKU provide a really, really good platform for me because they gave us a lot of chances for case competitions so that I can equip myself, I can upgrade myself, and then I can learn more about different industries. So finally, about my whole life, as I mentioned, I actually live in St. John's College, and I have a really, really great experience there because I get to interact with people from a very diverse background, in the sense that actually in my hall, there are people from different countries, ranging from Korea, Malaysia, or even Nigeria or Pakistan. So actually, I get to interact with a lot of people. I can talk to them. I can know about their culture, and I can try to initiate topic with them to try to be friends with them. So this is actually something that really interests me because I get to know a lot of people. And also for St. John's College, we get to have a high table dinner every single Monday. So we can consolidate our friendships through the high table dinner. Everyone just sit there and talk with each other and communicate and interact. So I feel like we have a very, very really strong community in St. John's. And of course, in St. John's College, we have a lot of sports team. I joined a soccer team, and then I also joined a drama team. And of course, there are FIFA every night. So actually, I really feel very happy having in this St. John's College community. So Chloe, do you have something else to share about?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Chloe, and I'm a year 2 accounting and finance student. As a brief background of myself, I come from Diocesan Girls School, and I'm admitted through the JUPAS. And also, same as Louis and Matthew, I also joined a lot of activities in HKU, and they are all very rewarding. If I can use 3 things to sum up my freshman year, it would be case competitions, internship, and also rowing. And same as Louis and Matthew, I have quite a few of case competition experience. I'm very grateful that I have joined these competitions because through case cracking and also interacting with different people, you get to know different mindsets and also different ideas in the society. By doing so, you can broaden your horizon and also boost up your confidence level when you're presenting in the crowd. And next, I also get to have the opportunity to join the rowing team. Rowing is a very tough sport. And every week, we have 3 trainings, and trainings are very hard for me. But although it is very hard, I still manage to get the physical endurance and also the mentality to support me all along. Because we have 3 trainings every week and we increase our intensity in the second semester, therefore it pushes me to organize my time wisely, by having planning every week, every month, or about everything I have to do. I will make a to-do list every day just to get a feel on what I have to do that day and make sure that I have ample time to study, work, and also training, and of course, rest. And I'm very glad that I've joined rowing because it has helped me to be a better person by having greater determination and dedication to every aspect of my life. And apart from that, I also marked my summer with an internship experience in Massage CPA Limited. It is my very first student internship experience this summer. And days are quite tough. Sometimes I have to work like till 7 at night because I receive orders from all levels of management. However, I think this experience actually helped me grown a lot because I know how to tackle different work, and also I get to communicate with different managers in order to know what exactly it is to have a job in the future and what situations that I have to encounter in order to solve different problems. And I'm very glad that I have this experience, and I hope I can have more valuable working experience in the coming semesters. And to sum up, I think that I used to think that getting university is another 4 years of studying and studying. However, FBE and HKU has changed my mind. I think that getting good grades are only part of your university life, and you shouldn't let your grades define yourself, right? And it is very important to find something that you're passionate about and get the experience from it. And I'm sure that Matthew and Lewis and also I have found our passion and are currently striking hard for it. And I'm very glad that I have joined HKU, this community, because without HKU and FBE, I wouldn't be able to expose to all kinds of opportunities and experience in the society. So thanks must be given to them. And lastly, I want to encourage everyone to get into our programs because I can definitely guarantee that FBE and HKU is a life-changing decision that you can ever make in your life. Thank you.